In the ancient kingdom of Valoria, life was vibrant and joyful. King Alaric, proud of his realm, believed it the happiest on earth. The streets shimmered with colorful lanterns, and songs filled the air. One evening, a mysterious old woman arrived at the palace gates. She was cloaked in gray, her face hidden in shadow. "I bring a warning," she croaked, her voice raspy with age. "A great danger approaches Valoria. Prepare your people." King Alaric, confident in his kingdom's strength, scoffed. "Nonsense," he declared, waving his hand dismissively. "Our kingdom is perfect and needs no such warnings." The old woman sighed, her eyes filled with ancient wisdom. "Then you must pass 3 tests," she announced solemnly. "Prove that your kingdom truly deserves its peace and happiness." She struck her staff against the ground with a resounding boom. A blast of silver magic erupted, spreading across the entire land. Test 1 began. By morning, the great river Aeron went silent. The river, the source of all water, ceased its flow completely. No flow, no sound, no life-giving water for the people of Valoria. Farmers rushed to the palace, their faces etched with worry. "Your Majesty, our crops will wither and die," they cried. But the king, still arrogant, remained unmoved. "We will wait," he proclaimed. "It will fix itself in time." Then a young servant girl named Lyra stepped forward bravely. "Your Majesty," she said softly, "if the river is silent, maybe it is waiting for us to listen to what it has to say." She walked to the dry riverbed, her heart filled with hope. Lyra placed her ear to the parched ground, listening intently. She heard a faint, muffled cry, almost imperceptible. With the villagers' help, they removed rocks and mud. They cleared the blockage that choked the river's mouth. Suddenly, water burst forth again, sparkling in the sunlight. The king was shocked, his arrogance momentarily shaken. The old woman's voice echoed across the land, clear and strong. "One who listens can solve a problem faster than one who waits." Test 2. The next day, every tree in Valoria drooped sadly. The fruit fell to the ground, and the once vibrant woods turned gray. The king, panicked, proclaimed, "Cut down the trees. Then plant new ones in their place. We must restore Valoria." But Lyra, wise beyond her years, disagreed gently. "Trees do not sleep without reason," she explained calmly. "Something is wrong beneath the surface, at their roots." She dug carefully at the base of a tree, her hands gentle. She found thousands of tiny, glowing insects, poisoned. They were covered in a strange purple dust that shimmered ominously. She called the healers, asking them to create a cure quickly. They released the antidote through the forest, a shimmering mist. Slowly, the trees awakened, their leaves turning green again. Again, the old woman's voice whispered across the wind. "Those who care for the smallest lives protect the greatest ones." Test 3. On the third morning, silence fell upon Valoria. Every person woke up unable to speak, their voices gone. No voice, no words, just an unsettling and heavy silence. Chaos broke out as people struggled to communicate. No orders could be given, no markets could function, no music. When the king tried to speak, nothing came out, just air. But Lyra took a piece of charcoal and wrote on a wall. "We don't need voices to understand each other," she wrote. "We need hearts that are open and full of compassion." People began writing messages, helping each other silently. Giving food, guiding elders, comforting children, the kingdom worked together in perfect harmony. And so, the kingdom of Valoria learned a lesson that no sword, no crown, and no army had ever taught them. The rivers flowed again, clearer than crystal. The forests stood tall, greener than ever before. And the voices of the people returned not to shout, not to command, but to speak with kindness. King Alaric, once proud and loud, became a ruler who listened first and spoke last. Beside him stood Lyra, the girl who heard what no one else did, the cries of the river, the silence of the trees, and the whispers of the people. The Witch of Balance vanished into silver smoke, but her final words remained in every heart. A kingdom is not built by power, but by understanding. From that day forward, whenever a problem rose in Valoria, the people did not argue. They listened, they helped, they stood together. And that is why Valoria was not remembered as the perfect kingdom, but as the wise kingdom. Because perfection can break, but wisdom grows. When pride speaks, the world becomes silent. But when we learn to listen, even silence can speak back.